Fuck.
Hey everyone, hope you're well. Ari here. Before going into individual character breakdowns of all the Season 3 changes, in this video we're going to examine the general direction of the balancing and some of the core underlying themes. First of all, many characters now have more rounded punishment options. Eddie and Negan now have 12-frame punishers from standing and crouch respectively, though Eddie's one does have an issue which we'll get into later. Brian can finally punish get-up kicks properly, and a strong new 13-frame punish from crouch, which makes sense for a defensive character. Josie can go into a switch mix from -12, while Horan can go into left flamingo and Elisa into destructive form at -13. Elisa also now has a powerful long-range launch punisher. Speaking of which, certain characters have also had the range on their primary launch punishers extended. Claudio has a subtly longer hop kick, while Marduk and Horan's down forward 1 and back 3 respectively have considerably longer range. Orang's back 3 is now basically equivalent to knock this down forward too, as one of the most effective whiff and pushback punishers in the entire game. Now, more than ever, mistakes and reckless play will be punished. Many moves that previously ended in a knockdown, such as Lily's quarter circle forward 3+4, now result in a ballerina spin. This marks a shift away from Oki's MA setups and towards aggressive standing mix-ups. On top of this, many keep-out moves have been nerfed, whether it's a reduction in combo damage for Miguel's standing 4, increased whiff recovery with Steve's back 1, or forcing the character to go in afterwards, as with Jin's forward 4. On the other hand, pressure is stronger across the board, with many moves giving stronger advantage on hit and more plus frames on block. Overall, you're now encouraged to play more aggressively, resulting in a faster game flow. This should prove more exciting both for players and spectators.
Moscow.
While there are overall less opportunities for combos than before, when you do actually land a launcher, it hurts. Combo damage and wall carrying has been increased across the board. Many characters can now rather than being a prime example, and breaking 100 damage is not uncommon. Also, the $100 combo is now more likely to be a $1 combo. With perhaps the exception of Geeks, who we'll go into later, none of the characters have undergone a complete overhaul as Claudio or Leo did from Season 1 to Season 2. The changes are overall more conservative. They mostly serve to refine and polish the directions taken in the Season 2 changes. For example, Elisa's destructive form is now even more dangerous, further encouraging players to use her more aggressively. Similarly, Chloe's back-turn stance has been further buffed with a plus on block mid, and she's also gained a ridiculous-looking but powerful knockdown low. Shaheen now finally feels like a complete character, with many new pressure options that reinforce his focus on 50-50s and methodical counter-hit baiting, and is now, thankfully, far removed from the 4-1 repeating attack copter of 7.0.
No.
As with Season 2, due to the almost universally higher combo damage, stronger pressure, and more consistent punishment, the majority of characters are now stronger. Even characters that are overall weaker have gained powerful new tools. So, before you get upset about a particular nerf, take a good long look at what the character has gained, both in Season 3 and Season 2, since, as mentioned, many of the changes build on top of the previous patch. Very often the developers are encouraging you to reassess how that character should be played. Speaking of buffs and nerfs, after several very long Twitch streams with input from the community, as well as tons of feedback from top players like Dinosaur and Fergus, we settled on this buff and nerf list. A big thank you to everyone who contributed on the stream. Your help was invaluable. When putting this list together, we considered many different factors. For example, how much is frame data actually worth? Often quite a lot from a punishment perspective. Often very little from a pressure perspective. Changing a move from -13 to -14, or vice versa, is often quite significant, depending on the matchup, of course. Changing a poke string from -1 to -3, on the other hand, is generally not. You only need to see how little this affected Kazumi in Season 2. Properties often dictate utility more than frame data. Take Dragunov's running 2 and down 2. What made this very oppressive in Season 1 was the fourth crowd property on down 2, and the massively better tracking on running 2, which was reduced in examples at the moment seem to include Josie's counter down 2 launcher, slight pushback nerfs to Heihachi forward 2 and knock this down back 1+2, Xiaoyu's forward 2-1-4 being made safe from -12 to -9, a range reduction on Brian's rage drive, and an apparent tracking reduction on Kazumi's running 2 and Gisa's running 1. How explicit these changes are also influences how the community reacts. The range on Claudio's hop kick, for example, was reportedly stealth nerfed from Season 1 to Season 2, and now simply seems to have been restored to its former self. However, by just looking at the official records, it would appear that his hop kick is now the best it's ever been. Aren't worth much from a competitive standpoint if they still don't make them worth using over other, more useful ones. So, significant buffs and nerfs are often those which open up or close off entire ways of playing characters. As mentioned, Shaheen can pressure in ways he couldn't before. Josie's down forward 1 string is far more flexible and intimidating, making her a much bigger threat up close. Lars can actually counter-hit things now, completely shifting his risk-reward dynamic. This is why we consider these 3 characters to be the most improved overall. On the other hand, the 3 characters that we consider to be the most weakened have had entire elements of their game plan uprooted. Don't confuse weakened with less interesting.
Everybody comfortable? Yeah. Get your motherfucking ass up when I'm talking. You will be going undercover as high school students. You are here simply because you look young. You some Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus looking motherfuckers. I know what you're thinking. Angry, black cat. It ain't nothing but a stupid stereotype. Guess what, motherfuckers? I'm black. And I work my ass off to be the cat. And sometimes I get angry. So suck a dick. What I'm trying to show you is embrace your stereotypes. Like this guy right here. Handsome, and he's probably a duck. And then this guy. He's short and insecure. And he's probably good with money. Didn't somebody tell you guys this was an undercover unit? I don't know. I actually didn't. I didn't get a letter or anything. Yeah, like start dress code or anything like that. Teenage the fuck up!
teacher, sir.
You hear that? That's you. Don't do it, man. Keep that dirty dick in your pants. Don't fuck no students. Don't fuck no teachers.
Sir, I know we come off as a couple of lady killers, but I promise you, you'll be super professional on the job.
Clearly I wasn't talking to you, big titties. You cherub-looking motherfucker. I was talking to your partner over here. Fake-ass handsome McGee. When I'm talking to him, I'm talking to him. When I say shut the fuck up, I'm talking to you. Now you two sons of bitches in my office now. Right now.
Teenagers, man.
You're really stupid. So you should blend right in. I enrolled you in a bunch of bullshit courses, like photography and drama. Get in with the burnouts and the cool kids. Find out who's swinging this shit. Schmidt. Since you were a virgin in high school.
Says that?
No. I just assumed it due to your many years on the honor roll and your membership to the juggling squad. Infiltrate the dealers, find a supply.
We get to be brothers.
Infiltrate the dealers, find a supply.
But if we find the supply first, we don't have to worry about the deal.
Damn. Infiltrate the dealers, find a supply. Hey! Stop fucking with Korean Jesus. He ain't got time for your problems. He's busy with Korean shit. You two get to your mama house ASAP.
What?
You teenagers now. Alright? You two will stay in that Smith parents' house for the duration of this assignment. Put this together. Are you autistic? First morning. Cut the bullshit. I want to know who's the supplier. Are y'all throwing a party? There's rumors in the Twitter sphere. Any of my officers give alcohol to minors, they'll find themselves in prison with a snorkel duct taped to their mouth. And me shitting down that snorkel. Congratulations, you crazy, sick, vigilante motherfucker. You got your first arrest, huh? Look, got something made.
Did it?
Enough.
All right.
Enough. New assignment. Since you two cowboys love to drink booze, smoke weed with kids, and fuck anything with a big ass and jeans with low self-esteem, I'ma send you to a place where all that shit is allowed.
Oh, fuck Disneyland.
You two sons of bitches are going to college. How you bitches like Jump Street now?
Hey.
Y'all see this shit? 22 Jump Street is the lick. And I got a big ass raise to babysit you two fuckers again. Designed it myself. We got an espresso bar. Thinking about a Shark Tank over there. Sharks. Fuck a 21 Jump Street. And fuck a Korean Jesus.
Korean Jesus is right there.
That's Vietnamese Jesus. See, this a Vietnamese church. Racist, sacrilegious sack of shit. Look at that. Vietnamese Jesus just dripping swag good. And we got some new dumbass interns. Hey, look alive.
We're going back to high school.
Your ass look like you about 50. You going to MC State.
We're going to college, for real?
Somebody's out there and cooking up a new drug. It's Adderall mixed with ecstasy, mixed with God knows what else.
Wait.
No, you dumb motherfucker. Wi-Fi. Take this shit and they get laser focused for about 4 hours of studying, and then they party like it's goddamn 1999. Why every time you speak, I want to throw the fuck up?
Give me
Come on, give me some.
Yes, man.
Give me some. Come on. How do you know this person?
Dad, this is Doug, a guy that I'm dating.
The fuck? How's your classes going, Doug? No.
Students, parents.
After.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Then what happened?
And then we hung out and we watched a movie. Actually, we watched it a couple times.
Bullshit. Waiter, get a black man dude to get some water around here.
Together.
I'm gonna need a motherfucking crank before I go crazy. Come on, man, hook me up. What the fuck y'all doing? Y'all rationing around here? Come on, hook me up. I want some fucking devil eggs. I like fruit. Don't you like fruit? I like fruit. This pork shit. Jim, what's next?
He's under a lot of pressure at work.
What's up, man? Wanna go to the movie? Break your motherfucking eggs. Break your eggs. What? How you doing, Mr. Nice Plan? Get your fucking ass to the state. I think it's bizarre that I haven't cut your motherfucking nuts. You got that expensive chase in the beginning, that expensive equipment. This fucking office. Look like some shit Iron Man would have. Shit's expensive. I got an $800 shoes and you can't even see the motherfucker. So now you two motherfuckers is in the crosshair. Warning. Find a supplier, but don't cost the department no more money. Freeze, bitch.
I got it.
Look who got off the motherfucking leash. Now who's the damn zone of stress?
Well, I guess it's him.
I don't have a clean shot, Schmidt.
Then don't take the shot.
Maybe I want to take a dirty shot. Kind of like the dirty shot you took on my daughter.
Take a dirty shot at your daughter, okay? We talk a lot and care about each other. All the good qualities you have, I can feel inside of Maya.
You take the shot.
Don't take the shot.
I can shoot right through your shoulder, hit the bitch right in the chest.
Don't take the shot.
Taking the shot.
I'll take the fucking shot.
Nobody take the shot before me.
How about we take it at the same time?
No one take a shot.
Wait. Now, Maya.
What?
Spring break yourself, fool.
Well,
Jump Street. And we're about to jump in your ass.
right in the crack.
Why, man? Why am I always getting hurt around? Chico, what are you doing? Stop dicking around. Hey, congratulations, you two. You managed to unfuck up the situation you originally fucked up.
Thanks.
I wish you could unfuck my daughter, but I'm gonna let that be the fact. Now, for your next mission, you two sons of bitches are going to medical school.
Dude, everybody's two-strapping. Just get one strap. I can't right now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't succumb to peer pressure. What are you doing? You're supposed to use two-strap. One strap is...
Those are nerds. I don't know what they are.
What the fuck are those?
I'm so confused right now.
Oh, hey, yo. Hey. Is that your car?
Yeah.
Does that thing get 10 miles to the gallon?
Try like 7. What about you?
Biodiesel, dog.
Smells like egg rolls.
It does. Runs on leftover fry oil and pounds. We try to ride bikes when we can, global crisis and whatnot.
Whatever, man. I don't care about anything.
Hey, you don't care about the environment? It's kind of fucked up, man.
Hey, we gotta shut the hell up. Kind of steady.
Look at him. He's trying. He's actually trying. Look at the nerd. Look at the nerd.
Whew.
I'm sorry, what?
Hey, what the hell? Are you serious?
Don't turn that gay-ass music off.
You punch me because I'm gay?
What? No, Oh, come on.
And done.
I punched him because he's gay. I punched him, and then he happened to turn out to be gay afterwards.
I was scared when you punched me. In a weird way, it might have been homophobic not to punch you just because you...
Is that punishable?
Black kid in the face? It's like sexual. How do you find that?
Yeah, and I duck. Well.
Look, I'm gonna relate to you, okay? A kid died the other day, and nobody, including me, is doing anything about it. That's weird, guys.
Oh, that's annoying.
Show up with 30 days left, causing trouble in my school. I am one more black gay kid getting punched in the face away from a nervous breakdown. Do I make myself clear? I'm gonna cross my line again. You want me to stop it? I'm gonna expel you. Got it? Alright, let's do this. Which one of you is Doug? Let's do that again and pretend you guys aren't weird. Which one of you is named Doug? Okay, good. So that means your name's Doug, son. Yeah, Doug. Right. Here's your class schedule. Honey, I wouldn't have taken you for the brainy type.
It is.
Now leave alone the game, you dumbass. I'm in trauma. I suck at trauma. Girl, there's something. God, relax, kid.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Come on, let's go. Come on, pick me up, pick me up. I'm telling you right now, it's a felony.
the fuck? Right, that's annoying to get up the kick. Ah, nice. What is this? Leg? Big old leg. I'm gonna switch.
What's up guys, Main Man 3 here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and today is my great honor to talk about Tekken 5 DR Dragunov. This character was introduced in this game, it was his very first game, he was so awesome, loved his looks, the fact that he never talked, he was a Russian commando fighting in the Sambo style, and it was so nice to see like his MMA fighting style, it was so cute. And these animations, we never seen anything like this in Tekken. It was so brutal, realistic, badass, like ground and pound. We all loved it. He was released and he felt pretty good to play. The animations carried all of it. But man, oh man, was he lackluster in the balancing of his moveset, and he was just a very, very weak character in this game, like incredibly weak. Very hard to play competitively. Well, no one did, to be honest. And this was a combination of several factors. His moveset is poorly balanced. A lot of characters are extremely strong, like Mishima's, Brian, Steve, Fenway, Law. Still, it was the most balanced game to date, but it was still very unbalanced compared to what we have today, like Tekken 7. And then the fact that the movement was so strong in this game, much stronger than you're used to today in Tekken 7. Dragunov is actually helped a lot by the fact that people can't step very well in Tekken 7. In games like this, you know, it just hurts this type of pressure, you know, that you recognize that's characteristic to Dragunov. You know, it's his trademark. In Tekken 7, all of this is very hard to step. It was easy to step here, and you know the key pressure move, like while running too. I'm gonna explain to you in detail why that move didn't work in this game, and how all of this just hurt him so much, and he would get progressively better with every new game.
Straight into
But man, oh man, unfortunately, in his first game, he was trapped.
Oh.
And let's get into detail. But first, I just want to show what worked. He still had his command pros, you know, one break. Well, still had. They were introduced in the very first game. All of these command throws. Oops. Gonna put freestyle. So all of these command throws, very strong. His throw game was very strong. And then he had, you know, back 1 plus 2. Guaranteed a stomp, 51 damage. That was great. It was still plus 3 on block. So it's pretty much the move you know today, very strong. Upward 4, gave the mini juggle.
down for 2, 15 frame launcher, that's -12, 113 was safe, 2-1, 2-4 was fair, down 2 is a low you know from Tekken 7 Season 1, neutral on hit. But interestingly on counter hit, it was also neutral. It didn't give like a huge stun or anything, but neutral. Down back 2-1-2 was there. Down for 4 is the great mid you know today with huge range, safe. 1-2-1 was still a natural combo on counter hit. You see all of this and you're like, it seems pretty good. Well, let me get into all of the crap, and there's a lot of it. Let's take a look at these strings, these random strings I'm gonna do now. You can almost swear I'm playing this back in slow motion. But this is the actual speed of these strings in this game. And yeah, this is, by the way, a high. This is 4-3. This is not a great string you know today that ends with a mid-axe kick. These strings were so poorly balanced that when Tekken 6 arrived, Bandai Namco doubled them in speed. Cranked up the speed like twice over. Because they were just so easy to duck and punish, appropriately. So all of that's trash. But let's get into While Running 2, and as I said earlier, how it hurts Dragunov so much to have a game with excellent movement. While Running 2 in this game, on guard is +9. That's 4 more than in Tekken 7, the game you played today. It's +5 in that game, and that's already very strong. So
nice.
+9. Oh my god, it sounds amazing, doesn't it? It's much better than in Tekken 7. Well, not really, because on normal hit, they can tech roll here. It doesn't give that, slam them down on the butt knockdown. That's really good. Or they bounce, On counter hit, oh shit, no combo. It's still the same knockdown. They can just tech roll. And now you're like, but it's still +9 on block. You can pressure with it. Nope, this move was suicide to attempt. Suicide. If you wanted to die quickly, painfully, you would try this move. Let's take a look at the hitbox. It had notoriously shit range. It's got a much better hitbox today. Let's see. Okay, I actually hit. Wow. Did you see that? I want to get this really close. You can actually see it whip, and it looks like fucking point blank. Okay, that actually hits. Okay, the range is crap, but I did get a few lucky hits there. Okay, it's just stuff like that I want to show you. The hitbox was quite irregular, but this wasn't the biggest problem. The biggest problem was, of course, the great movement of Tekken 5. So let's take a look at this. Wow. Recording for you. Okay, I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm playing on pad, okay? It's really hard. I'm usually a stick player, but I'm on pad today. So, sorry. I'm gonna miss some stuff. But I make it look hard, but it's the easiest thing in the world to sidestep this move in Tekken 5 DR. In Tekken 7, you know that this move has got incredible tracking. And that's one of the
There's our legs.
Such a great
Can we play?
because it's quite reliable.
Right towards the end of the leg.